Hey, yeah. Look, man, Bayonetta is offered on Nintendo platforms. If you have a issue with Nintendo because they bought Bayonetta, I'm gonna need you to quit yelling at Nintendo, and I'm gonna need you to go holler at either Sony or Microsoft or whoever the hell it is that's PC and all that with Steam. I'm gonna need you to go to them, and I'm gonna need you to voice your disappointment with them, not Nintendo. Nintendo gave you the sequel to Bayonetta, which is a game you supposedly like, but the way you disrespect Nintendo for saving this franchise makes me believe you don't really like this franchise. The way you openly say a game can't live up to its full potential because it's on a Nintendo console when Xbox and Sony showed zero interest in the franchise after them themselves having the franchise before Nintendo got their hands on it shows me how small-minded you really are. You can be upset with me over that. I don't care. But the fact of the matter is, you're upset with Nintendo because they saved a franchise your favorite box, your company decided not to save. That is why you're upset. That is why I call you an idiot. That is why I say gamers are ungrateful and kind of stupid. Because instead of running to Sony and running to Microsoft to voice your disappointment in the fact that they're losing money because they didn't fund Bayonetta, so the money that you would have gave them now goes to Nintendo because Nintendo is making said franchise have multiple games, so you're paying them money for the Bayonetta game instead of giving it to Xbox or Sony, and instead of voicing that to Xbox or Sony, you're upset with Nintendo. Well, would we have Bayonetta 3 had Nintendo never stepped in? No, we wouldn't, because I haven't seen Microsoft even try to go, hey, Platinum, we got you. In fact, didn't they cancel the last Platinum game that was supposed to be an Xbox exclusive? And wasn't that game called Scalebound? And wasn't that the biggest game of 2017 to be canceled? Call me stupid all you want to, but if Scalebound was to make a resurgence and show up on Nintendo, I'm gonna blame Uncle Phil, not Nintendo. That's just kind of what you morons seem to be stuck on stupid about, is you want to blame Nintendo for saving a franchise you yourself claim to love. And I see it with all sorts of games, not just Bayonetta, but even Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Why is it y'all went after Nintendo for giving you a game that you've been wanting for years, rather than go at Sony and go at Microsoft for not doing the damn thing? Instead, you aim all this malice and hate and fanboy dumb shit at Nintendo for giving you what you asked for. Yeah, I'm sticking by my statement. Gamers are pretty fucking stupid, pretty fucking slow, and pretty fucking ungrateful. Nintendo bought Bayonetta. Sony had the option. They passed. Xbox, Microsoft had the option. They passed. Nintendo stepped in and said, hey, we know there's a couple people who said they want to see a sequel. You know what we're going to do? We're going to fund the sequel. We're going to give you money so they can get the game they want. It's going to be exclusive to us, though, because we're the ones putting the money into it. Sony did this with Final Fantasy 16. They paid Square so 16 would be exclusively on the Sony platform, but you don't have an issue with that. That's very one-sided and very fanboyish and stupid of you to approve Sony but disapprove Nintendo, when the exact option was there for Sony to do it. They didn't. But again, you're a fanboy, you're a gamer, and your logical sense of thinking is to blame Nintendo for their shortcomings on your favorite platform, either Sony or Microsoft. It's your fault, Nintendo, that Sony and Microsoft don't have Bayonetta, even though these two companies could have fucking afford to fund Bayonetta 2 They just didn't do it. And instead of being mad at Sony and Microsoft, what do? I'm aiming all this hate and all this frustration at the company who's giving me what I want. I can't even begin to fathom how fucking stupid you actually have to be to think that that's a good idea. Alright, I'm up out of here. I know it was quick. This is like a 9-minute video with me doing voiceover for it for a little about 6 minutes or so. Just enjoy the rest of this gameplay of Bayonetta. I chopped out a few parts, mainly the part where it's got the joke about the little boy pissing the gas. I clipped that out because it had him holding his, his shit, and it was showing that. I clipped that out because of the YouTube thing, man. I just wanted to make sure everything would be good and there'd be no kind of bullshit on the video. But enjoy the rest of this gameplay of Bayonetta 1, and I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret too while you're watching this. I'm not the biggest Bayonetta fan in the world, but I can respect a company like Nintendo who stepped in and heard the fans of Bayonetta and gave the fans what they wanted. That's the difference between me and you. I respect Nintendo for stepping up and stepping in and doing something for the Bayonetta fans, whereas both Sony and Microsoft just sat on their asses and twiddled their thumbs and did nothing. But now that it's popular, now that it's actually making headwaves because it's exclusive to, Nintendo, you have an issue with it. Till next time, guys, as always, hey, yeah.
I didn't make any time for pillow talk.